Hello, this is Anne-Marie tuning in for Module 7. I will go through the questions here. After watching the lecture and reading articles, describe your thoughts towards online learning at the K through 12 level. Do you think that it's appropriate for students to complete online learning, and what parameters should be in place? That's a big question. So I guess my thoughts on online learning at the K through 12 level are mixed. I think that the future is pushing us in that direction, but I don't necessarily think that that's the best way to educate children or adults, but in this case, K through 12. There's many different useful purposes for using online learning. I think that it should be blended. I think that would be the best way to kind of keep parameters around it, and also just to kind of overuse something that we really don't have a lot of research on yet. Obviously, things like illness, physical mobility restrictions, poverty, these kind of programs and this kind of online learning is priceless. I just wonder if that human connection is lost, and especially in the K through even 8, I would say that they really are looking. There's a lot of social work going on in those years, and I think no matter what you got yourself into, if you're, there's a lot of behavioral stuff you're still dealing with, or when you get to the teenagers, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I think that teacher or that person in the classroom and going to a classroom can be a respite for a lot of students. Leaving their home is actually a good thing. So it's, nothing's perfect. I guess having these really highly educated, specifically kind of designed to teach an online course and online classes, if they could kind of fill in the gaps there and find ways to make it really personal, which, as they said in the Lawrence video, that they felt that they had a great connection with the student and even with the family, which was nice to hear, actually. There we are. Okay, so and then I think it's also appropriate to maybe incrementally introduce online learning. Maybe right away is not the best way to go about it. It seems like a pretty big change, and maybe it'll be that way in the future, but I think that to force it right away, it's kind of like how we just gave iPads to kids and hoped for the best. So it's a little too much of an experiment, in my opinion. Also, being online in the classroom, you have huge security risks. There's obviously confidentiality situations as well. I imagine that costs a tremendous amount of money, making sure that there's no access from outsiders, and that if there is any abuse, that it's quickly monitored and taken care of. So again, I think all of those things are being worked out, and we're in the early stages. So I'm a bit of a realist when it comes to these things. I don't think that anything's really going to be perfect, or there's always going to be disadvantages. So that's why I like blended things and a mixture of things, a collaboration of things. Is I think many different ideas makes one really good idea. So I guess what did I learn the most from the K through 12 video and the Lawrence School was that the teachers really felt connected to the students and the family, and that the students felt connected to the teacher, that they had easy access when it came to questions, and then the parents too. So that was actually very surprising to me. You don't really get that kind of relationship when you're in college with your professor, and plus your mom's not in the background, hopefully waving and being awkward. So that would be my feelings on that. And then as far as which system did I choose, I started with Schoology because that is what the school I work in uses. And then I got scared because I chose the district in which I work in and was afraid that I would post things and everyone would be able to see it. A little bit paranoid. But I went to my old standby, which is Google. I used Google Classroom. It was super intuitive. I felt like I knew what I was doing right away. I was able to put some material in. I made a quiz. I had answers. I was able to put in feedback. And that was just going through the simple tutorial that Google offered as I was going through the process of, getting incorporated with their site and creating the class. So if you do want to take my class, the quiz is easy as long as you know that World War II existed. You should be good. So thanks for listening, and as always, interested in your feedback. So that's Anne Marie checking out for Module 7.